Today we're looking at the sub250 OasisFly35. It's a 3.5-inch freestyle drone which comes in 6 different versions on the website: analog, PMP, Elrs and with or without the O4 Pro. Mine is the O4 Pro version and the Elrs. Although it's only sold as the O4 Pro version, the O3 will fit in the frame and everything is provided to do that. In the box you get 2 sets of Hqprop propellers, a GPS setup manual, flight controller manual, a sub250 rubberized battery strap, anti-slip battery pad. In fact, there's far too much to mention. I will put it all on the screen now, but they do give you every spare nut and bolt or cable you could ever need and more. The drone comes with motor stickers telling you the default configuration, which is props in. The drone also comes with feet and side panels, but if you want to get under the 250 mark, you'll need to leave these off. It also comes with sponge feet in case you don't want to use the printed ones. Personally, the 250 mark isn't a priority for me. I have my A2 CFC and I can fly safely at the locations I fly anyway. I am limited to where I can fly due to my health, and I always bring a new drone here to these fields because there's no buildings, there's no people, it's nice out of the way, and you just don't know how a new drone is going to react. So these are the 4 batteries I'll be testing. The drone's coming in at 199 grams. My smallest is a Hqprop C530 and it's coming in at 249 grams. With the China Hobbyline 650, 280 grams. With the Boslipo 650, 275 grams. And with the Boslipo 850, 295 grams. The O4 antennas fit really tightly in the rear print, and I do love an XT30 that comes from the front. It just keeps the cable safe, and I'll never be using an action camera on it, so it's really not a limiting factor for me. The drone has got 175mm wheelbase. Let's whip the top off and have a look inside. The flight controller is a Redfox A3 45 amp all-in-one. It's designed especially for 2 to 3.5 inch drones, and it features the F722 MCU, which ensures excellent performance. It comes with plugs for DJI, but it can be soldered on too. It has 6 sets of UARTs and also a 5V 2.5 amp BEC. Full specs are on the screen now. The ESC is a 45 amp and has a burst of 55 amps. It has D-Shot 300 and 600 and it's running BLHeli32 firmware. You do need to use an adapter for the Type-C, and while I understand they're trying to save weight, just don't lose it. The receiver works great, connects quickly. It sits on top of the O4 unit with this 3D print, and the antennas are connected to the 3D print at the rear. All the solder joints are perfect as you'd expect. The drone comes with a sub M10 GPS, which is fitted well in the 3D printed piece, and it sits on top of the frame above the camera. The motors are sub 250 branded. They're the 1804s, finished in matte black and green. They look really nice. The windings look really good too. They're 3450 kV, and they're definitely going to give this little drone a lot of power. And the motor wires are taped down by 1 piece of tape each. The camera is housed in this high strength aluminium, which also incorporates these vents. When used in conjunction with the side panels, it directs the airflow over all the electronics. The frame is carbon. The top plate is 2mm thick. The bottom plate is 1.5mm thick, and the mid plate is 2.5mm thick. Sandwiched between the two are the arms, and the arms themselves are 3.5mm thick. I think these 3 combined are going to make it very strong. The battery strap is the rubberized type, and you do get a spare. The battery pad is decent, it looks about 2mm thick, and you do get a spare one of those too. Here's the drone with the side panels on. It's going to protect the stack, stop anything getting in there, and it's going to improve streamlining too, and I think I'll definitely be using them. The O4 is simple enough to install. 99% of people will be able to do it fairly quickly, and it supports for the O3 and the analog versions. To activate the air unit, you need to use DJI Assistant. You do need a battery to activate it. However, you do not need a battery to update the firmware. So to bind your goggles, plug in the battery, press the little bind button which is on the side here until the red light flashes. Turn your goggles on. Wait for them to come on. When they come on, press and hold the power button. When it stops beeping, they're connected and you should see the picture through the goggles. Now let's shoot over to Betaflight and get it set up. You need your remote controller set up. There's plenty of videos on YouTube on how to do this. I'm not going to go into this. This is not what this video is about. There's far too many ways to do it, so I have put some links in the video description. You need to set it up before we can move on. I've also put links so you can bind your radio if you don't know how to do it. First of all, open up Betaflight, plug the drone in using the adapter and a USB into your computer. Turn your remote on and you should hear telemetry recovered. Check Auto Connect is clicked. This should change to a COM port. If it doesn't change, you need to run the driver fixer. A link for that is in the video description. Go and run the driver fixer and then come back and try again. When this changes to a COM port, click connect. First thing you want to do is put the drone on a level surface, facing forwards away from you. It might not match that picture, but click calibrate accelerometer. That's that done. Now enable expert mode. Next we want to go to presets. We want to save a backup. Save the backup. It will automatically reconnect. If it doesn't, just press connect again. Next we go to the ports tab. It should look exactly the same as mine. It's already set up for you. Now the configuration tab. In here you can put your name if you want your name to be on the OSD in the goggles. And we can go down to GPS and enable GPS. Now you need to click save and reboot. It will automatically connect. If it doesn't, press connect. Now go to the failsafe tab. In here you want to put the failsafe switch onto number 2. And you want to enable GPS rescue here. It's important to understand the throttle hover. The value needs to match the hover value. This will change depending on what batteries you use. So for GPS to work properly, you need to get this information. So for now, just click save and reboot. We heard the receiver connect when we plugged it in. Just go to the receiver tab and check that controls are working. which they are. Under the PID tuning tab, rate profile settings, this is where your rates are set. If you don't know what you're doing, I wouldn't change them. Now go to the modes tab. The first thing we want to do is set up our arm switch. You need to remember which switch you use for arm on your remote controller. Click auto here. Click the button you want to use for arming. You see this yellow line move, and when I turn it off, it goes back down here. When it's on, this yellow needs to be in this yellow. So once you've done that, press save, and now it should go off and on, off and on. It's down to you what else you set up. I've got angle mode set up, horizon mode set up. Ignore failsafe, that was me doing some testing. If you want GPS set up, again, remember which button you used on a remote control. Go to auto, move the button. When it's on, you want it to be in the yellow. So that's in the yellow. When it's off, it's out of the yellow, in the yellow, out the yellow. Press save, and that's that switch done. I've also set up a beeper and turtle mode. To make it easier, you can then hide modes that you're not using, and then you just get the ones that you are using. Now GPS rescue will activate if you use a switch, but it will also activate automatically if you lose connection. If you want more than one rates profile, go to the receiver, move the switch, and we can see it's on auxiliary 5. Go to adjustments, put it on auxiliary 5, put this on auxiliary 5, select rate profile selection, and this has to go all the way across yellow. Once you've done that, press save. And now if we go into the PID tuning and we move the switch, it will change to rate profile 2, rate profile 3. Your rate profile settings are here, as I said earlier. Don't forget to press save if you do change your rate profile settings. Now we go to the motors. For this you need the battery plugged in. With the battery plugged in, press motor direction. Make sure you've got your props off. Go to individually. If you hold button 1, motor 1 should rotate, and it should rotate the way the arrow's saying. If it doesn't, when you've got a battery plugged in, there'll be a little button to reverse. I've not got a battery in, so it's not there. Then do number 2, number 3, number 4, and just check these are all going the right way. Lastly, go to the OSD tab. This is where you set up what you can see in your goggles. The default profile is profile 1, so anything you change in profile 1 here will appear on the screen, and you can move them about by dragging them like so. Don't forget to press save, and that's it, we're done. When you put your props on, they should match my picture. If you line them up like I have, if they're on the right way, all the props will be pointing downwards towards the frame. Tested it with a 530mAh Hqprop battery. The time was not great, but it kept it under 250 grams. Then the 650 China hobby line. The Boslipo 650 is 5 grams lighter than the China hobby line, gave me more flight time, but the 850 was the best battery. I honestly think this drone could take a 1000mAh battery and get even more flight time with no problems at all. Oh wow, that took me by surprise, that did. It's gone well high. I can't believe how high that's just gone. This might take me a minute to get used to. It's responsive. I think if you're a beginner, you're definitely going to need to put some expo on it, but that's not hard. If you're good at flying, you're going to love this. The wind's coming in off the sea here, and it's about 32 miles an hour apparently. And the drone just, it doesn't touch it, it doesn't care. I think once you realise how much throttle you have to give it, it's fine. I actually think it's pretty amazing. I love it, I think it's great. It's super fast. Cool, it's got some power. I'm not giving it a lot of throttle and it's gone flying. I'm not giving it a lot of throttle at all. It's really enjoyable to fly. It feels so light, it just feels like, I know it's not a 5-inch, but it feels really similar. Do I think it'd suit a beginner? Yeah, I do think it'd suit a beginner, but you might want to put some expo on it. I think if you're learning freestyle like me, I think this is a perfect drone for it. It's just got power for days. If you like the video or it helped at all, please hit the thumbs up, it really does help. If you got this far, thank you for watching and we'll see you on the next one.